Do you really understand what APIs are? What is an API? Why is it important? Why do we need to use APIs? What exactly is APIs? Okay, I got you. Hey guys, my name is Tulo. I'm a software engineer, and if you are trying to get into the IT industry, software development, system analysis, and please, this is the channel for you. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, thank you very much. So, if you're trying to get into the IT industry, one word that you go into here very often, more than you actually like, is APIs. Firstly, what does API stand for? Application Programming Interface. Okay, good. Number two, what is an API? What does it do? So APIs are just a way of one system communicating with another system. So let's use a real example. Think about it as if you're creating a system, and then you're going to ask your users to log in using their Google or Facebook, but let's use Google in this case. Your application does not know, at that point, it does not know anything or everything about the user. So you basically trying to say to Google, hey Google, can you please authenticate this user with the information that I gave you, their email address? And Google will receive that request and check, do we have this information for this user? And then it says yes. Then your user is authenticated. Google sends that back to you. Your application can then use the response that it gets from Google and continue. That is an API action. Your system communicating with another system, in this case, Google. Now, let me give you an example that I think will make APIs easy to understand. So, imagine you are going to the doctor, you want to make an appointment. So, you call the doctor's office and say, hi, I would like to make an appointment with a GP. The receptionist answers. You don't need to walk in and actually look through the diary, the doctor's diary yourself. You don't need to access their database. You don't need to know what system are they using. You simply communicate with the receptionist. You say, hi, my name is Tulo, and I would like to see a GP. And the receptionist will send you back the response and say, hi, the doctor will only be available at 4:30 tomorrow. Is that okay with you? And that receptionist is basically just responding to the API call that you sent to them. So they give you back the response. You make a request, the API takes the request to the system, and the API brings back the response to you to say the doctor is available but only at 4:30 or 2:30. Now someone might ask, why do we need to use APIs? But imagine it like this. If you, in the concept that in the example that we are using of the receptionist and the doctor, you will need to have the diary of the doctor. You will need to know how is the doctor's day going to be like? When are they available? You would literally need to know their database to know how many people are coming, when are they coming, and all of that. But because of the API, you don't need to know all that information. You can just get the information that you need from the receptionist, and they can give you back the response that you need. Right? Imagine if you are trying to build a weather app, right? If you don't use APIs, you will have to have a weather station in each and every town. Now, what's the logic in that? So basically what I'm saying is that the receptionist gives you a standard way to communicate with the office without needing to understand every single thing that happens behind the scenes. You just get the information that you need. And that's one of the reasons why APIs are actually so important. So if you're trying to get into IT or trying to understand APIs, number one, API stands for Application Programming Interface. And number two, APIs are just a way of two systems communicating with each other. And number three, An API, it allows you to interact with one system without necessarily needing the direct access to everything that is happening in another system, inside that system that you're getting information from. And trust me, when you start working in the software development, you're gonna hear things like this: call that API. What's the endpoint to this? Are we using JSON? Are we using XML? Are we using, what are you using? What's the body type? But you know what? I got you. Okay, don't worry, I got you. So on the next video, we will be actually getting into doing APIs and seeing how to actually communicate with APIs. So, and please, if you are trying to get into the IT industry, like, subscribe, and share, because we're going to be speaking about a lot of things here. Not just coding, not just APIs, not just talking about things. We're going to implement things together. We're going to write code, we're going to do databases, we're going to do Azure, we're going to do all the things IT and beyond. And we're also going to be speaking about careers, how to get into IT. So please like, subscribe, and share. Okay, thank you so much for watching.